Hey everyone, welcome back to Brutal Reviews. Alright folks, buckle up. Today we're taking a brutally honest look at the MANSCAPED The Weed Whacker 2.0. You know, that sexy little gadget that promises to trim your nose and ear hairs like a pro, for a price that might make you question your life choices. But here's where the plot thickens. This baby has over 40,000 plus reviews, and almost 9% of people gave it 1 star and another 4% gave it only 2 stars. So yeah, roughly 1 in 5 people thought this was garbage. That's a huge red flag, folks. And that's just the beginning of the horror show. Issue number 1. Functionality failure. Let's start with the big one. It barely trims anything. Users report it literally pushes hairs around instead of cutting them. One reviewer even tested it on his arm hair, and it barely touched a thing. A nose hair trimmer that can't trim? That's like buying a car that won't start. Issue number 2. Cheap build quality. The 2.0 ditched the matte black, rubberized shell of the original for slippery, cheap plastic that feels like it came out of a dollar store. It looks awful, feels awful, and frankly, holding it is kind of a pain. Not exactly the premium experience you paid for. Issue number 3. On-off switch from hell. Next, the switch. Oh boy, the worst on-off switch ever engineered. You think you just slide it with your thumb? Nope. You end up wrestling it with your fingernail. People are reporting it's so frustrating that it's worth deducting stars just for this design flaw. Issue number 4. Blade problems. The blade is another disaster. Short, barely reaches into the cutting guard, and fails to trim hairs. One reviewer compared it to a $15 trimmer he had for 7 years, and guess what? The old trimmer outperformed this overpriced gimmick. Issue number 5. Inferior trimming versus cheaper options. Many users regret leaving their old, cheaper trimmers behind. Apparently, Panasonic or other budget models cut better, are cleaner, and last longer. So basically, you're paying more for something that doesn't do the job any better, maybe worse. Issue number 6. Shrinkflation at its finest. This one's classic. The Weed Whacker 2.0 is smaller, more fragile, and corners were clearly cut to increase profit margins. Users are calling it shrinkflation in action. Less product, same price, more hype. Issue number 7. Overpriced replacement blades. If trimming isn't enough, be ready to cough up $16.99 for blades every 3 months. Users are rightly furious, saying the metal quality could have been better instead of forcing recurring costs. Your wallet feels it before your nose does. Issue number 8. Marketing reality. And finally, the hype. Manscaped's marketing is masterful. Sexy design, Instagram-ready packaging, subscription traps, but the actual performance? Meh. Users feel duped, saying it's all style, zero substance. You might look cool holding it, but your nose hairs won't care. Verdict. So here's the brutal truth. The Weed Whacker 2.0 looks great, feels sleek, and is quiet, but it fails at its core purpose. If your goal is actually to trim nose and ear hair efficiently, there are better, cheaper, and more reliable options out there. This is hype and design over substance, and honestly, it's a little insulting for the price. That's it for today's brutally honest review. Smash that like if you enjoyed watching someone else suffer for you, and don't forget to subscribe for more brutally honest takes on the products you're thinking about buying.